What's up, guys? Welcome to my daily video series called Drive Time, where normally I'm driving, but as you can see right now I'm just sitting in our office. I had some issues with today's video. First of all, I framed the camera. Well, first of all, before I even framed the camera up the second time, the first time the camera fell off like this. So it's 77 degrees outside. Yeah, so that was fun. And then the rest of the video ended up looking like this. It's Friday. Well, it's work week Friday for me. Tomorrow was Good Friday, which means that I'm off work. Where I had my head chopped off the whole time, and you really couldn't tell. I mean, you could tell, but you couldn't even see my shirt really in that clip, you know? So I decided, and you know what, even before that, or even after all that, I got home and I was trying to edit it, and I was trying to use a new app called Filmora. I tested it yesterday. It worked pretty well. So I was like, okay, well, let's give it a try today with a real video. I hadn't made an actual video on it yet, so I said, let's give it a shot. Having a lot of issues, and then I tried to open up an Adobe for your phone. That didn't want to work either. So here we are. I'm going to make a completely new video. I'm actually using the vlogging camera right now. I've not used it a whole lot. So that's also a good plus. It's a good test for this camera, and I think it looks pretty good. I've got some fake lights set up on the sides of me right now, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, through all the trials and tribulations, I'm still going to put a video up today. I still want to put a video up today, and we're going to put this video up right now. So what I want to talk about is why we are trying to not watch TV. So previously on our blog, we wrote a blog post that was 21 days of an exercise challenge, and now we're on our 21 days of no TV challenge, which is pretty cool. You know, we've tried a few of these different challenges, like the exercise one, and it worked out pretty well. We were able to keep up the whole month. We were able to do the exercises that we wanted to do for 21 days, and we didn't really stick with it like I had hoped we would, but you can read all about that on a couple of our blog posts over there. I'll have the link in the description to the blog. Be sure to check it out. And then we spun a roulette wheel to figure out what our next challenge was going to be. I think next time we'll do it on video. We'll make a video like this where we say how we did, and then we'll spin the wheel, and it'll pick what we do next live on camera. So that should be pretty cool. We've got a few options in there right now, and probably will end up adding more before it's over. But anyways, we're trying to not watch TV. Now you may be wondering, like, well, why would you not want to watch TV? There's a few reasons actually. As I've mentioned many times before, we are Christian. You know, it's thefamilylife.com, where it's faith, family, and adventure. I feel like as a Christian, watching TV is probably not the best way to spend my time, especially with a lot of the stuff that you see on TV nowadays, whether it's sex, violence, drugs, alcohol. Just, there's so much awful on television. There's a lot of good. There is a lot of good. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, preaching against TV entirely. But, you know, you'll be watching a good show, something that's wholesome and doesn't have vulgarity in it, and then all of a sudden it'll be a commercial break, and then you start seeing more stuff that you really don't want to see. And as a Christian, there's a lot of stuff that, well, not even as a Christian, as a human being, there's a lot of stuff that I'm just not interested in. You know, I'm happily married, so I'm not interested in looking at a bunch of other ladies. I've got all the woman I need in my wife. I love her dearly, and I wouldn't want to even, you know, in the Bible it talks about how if you look on a woman with lust, you've committed adultery into your heart. I don't even want to put that on my wife. I don't want to put that on myself. I'm not that kind of person, and I don't want to do that to my wife. And the other reasons, though, that I figure if you're Christian or not Christian, you could relate with are, I just feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like I'm wasting time watching TV all the time, and it's just not something that I really want to do. I would much rather spend my time making videos, writing a blog post, editing a video, doing outside stuff, you know, probably on camera, because, you know, that's what we're into right now. But whether it's going outside and taking a hike, or fishing, or biking, or kayaking, anything outdoors, I would much rather be doing that than sitting around watching TV. But you kind of get sucked into a hole, and you kind of get used to it, and it's hard to get yourself out of it. On the drive home today, as I was filming, or, well, attempting to film this exact video, I'm sitting there thinking, man, I really wish that I could just go lay down on the couch, watch some TV, relax, and ultimately I'd probably end up falling asleep, because I'm pretty much an old man nowadays. But that's just all I could think about doing, and you could kind of feel it in your body. But then I got home, I was able to sit down. I sat down at the computer, tried to edit this video, but it didn't work out, and then I you know, watched some stuff for a little while, did some stuff on YouTube, and then now we're filming this video. And I feel like it's a way more productive use of my time than sitting down, kind of wishing that I was doing something else, but just watching TV instead to pass the time, you know. And then, I don't know, or besides even this stuff, you know, like reading a book. I hardly ever read anymore. We've got a whole bookshelf over here to the side, on this side of me, and there's even more books on this side of me. And, well, you can't see them, but they're there, I promise. We might do a tour of the office one day whenever we've got it finally set up. We've not got the best desks. We're not at where we want right now. But anyways, we've got all these books that we would like to read, and then it just doesn't happen, you know. And I do love YouTube, and we'll still probably watch a little bit of YouTube videos, whether it's a tutorial or a video that'll help us with our content creation, whether that's for the blog or for YouTube. But I really don't want to watch TV for these 21 days. I hope that we can do it.